Meanwhile, hey, there's been a Hillary sighting. There has been a Hillary sighting. Chelsea, Bill Clinton, they went to see the Broadway play. What the hell was it? Mockingbird, To Kill a Mockingbird. What the hell is this? Um, she came out. Chelsea, I think I saw. And Bill, and guess what? The black ambulance van was there waiting to receive her. It had to be her. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to know if was it a body double? No, it wasn't. It was her. So in other words, she's walking free. There's no investigation. Everything's good with Hillary Clinton. And what do we have here? From WND.com, Judicial Watch uncovers a chart of Hillary's potential violations. FBI caught in another cover-up to protect Hillary Clinton. Government watchdog Judicial Watch revealed Friday it has obtained another 186 pages of documentation from the Justice Department regarding Hillary Clinton's email scandal, and they show evidence of a cover-up of an FBI chart of possible violations by her. Judicial Watch caught the FBI in another cover-up to protect Hillary Clinton, said the organization's president, Tom Fitton. These records show that the FBI is hiding a chart detailing possible violations of the law by Hillary Clinton and the supposed reasons she was not prosecuted. Judicial Watch recently released hundreds of pages of records showing former FBI General Counsel James Baker discussed the investigation with Clinton-related emails, of Clinton-related emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop with Clinton's lawyer David Kendall. The latest cache of documents was obtained by the government through a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit. Again, they wouldn't just give it up freely. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Or is it? No, we're going to hide it, and you're going to have to sue us. You're going to have to sue us to get the information. Which means what? We definitely want to sue, because if you're not willing to give it up, obviously you're covering something up. Remember my foreclosure? I fought him, and I said, they were sending me these notes. You know, we are the servicer of the note to note holder. We are the servicer of your mortgage note to note holder, which should have said note holder XYZ company. So I inquired, who is note holder? Oh, it's one of the companies that, or it's the company that we're paying your mortgage to. We're servicing it for them. Okay, who is that? I can't tell you. Excuse me? We can't tell you who that is. You can't tell me who I'm paying you as a servicer. You're the middleman to service a loan, correct? Yes. And you can't tell me who I'm paying this to, correct? Sir, you'll have to sue us to find that out. And that's when I said, no. Are you taking notes? Speaking of note holder, you taking notes? Yes, I am, sir. Okay. Mark this on the account. I won't make another payment. And you're going to have to sue me if you want me to make another payment. Because I've uncovered fraudulent documents, fake stamps and stuff. And if you want to collect the payment, you're going to have to sue me. Have a nice day. They never called back, or after that was it. Anyways, that old chestnut. So you'll have to sue us, sir. Oh, why? Because you guys committed fraud or something you don't want us to know about? Exactly. FBI, can we just see what those documents were you had on Hillary since the investigation's over? No, we're not going to release it. But you have to. Freedom of Information Act request. You have to. No, we're still not going to do it. File a lawsuit. Judge, yes, they have to show it. Okay, they finally showed it. And here it is. These records show that the FBI is hiding a chart detailing possible violations of the law by Hillary Clinton and the supposed reason she was not prosecuted. It was District Judge Reggie B. Walton who ordered the FBI to begin processing some 13,000 pages of records that fall under the order. Judicial Watch found 3 days after then FBI Director James Comey's press conference announcing that he would not recommend a prosecution of Clinton. A July 8, 2016 email chain shows that the special counsel to the FBI's executive assistant director in charge of the National Security Branch told Mr. Stroke he was making a chart of the statutory violations considered during the investigation of Clinton's private email system and the reasons for the recommendation not to prosecute. The name of the official who sent that message was redacted. Quote, I am still working on the additional page for these TPs that consist of a chart of the statutory violations considered during the investigation and the reasons for the recommendation not to prosecute, hopefully in non-lawyer friendly terms, the message stated. Whatever was in the chart remains concealed by the FBI, Judicial Watch said. But there were further messages in the chain, including this, when Stroke forwarded it to others. I have redlined some points. Broadly, I have some concerns about asking some of our senior folks to get into the business of briefing this case, particularly when we have the D's Comey's statement as a kind of standalone document. In my opinion, there's too much nuance, detail, and potential for missteps, but I get they may likely be asked for comment. An unidentified official then writes to Stroke and others, the DD, Andrew McCabe, will need to approve these before they are pushed out to anyone. At the end of last week, he wasn't inclined to send them to anyone, but it's great to have them on the shelf in case they're needed. Another unidentified official continued the chain. I'm really not sure why they continued working on these talking points. In the morning, I'll make sure Andy McCabe tells Mike Corton to keep these in his pocket. I guess Andy just didn't ever have a moment to turn these off with Mike like he said he would. Judicial Watch pointed out the documents also show in 2016, James Rybicki, former Chief of Staff to Comey, sent FBI General Counsel James Baker, Bill Priestap, former Assistant Director of the FBI's Counterintelligence Division, McCabe, Page, and others an email with the subject line, request from the Director. He said by NLT, in other words, no later than, next Monday, the Director would like to see a list of all cases charged in the last 20 years where the gravamen of the charge was mishandling classified information. The list was to include, among other things, charge of conviction. Also revealed was that Beth Wilkinson, a lawyer for Clinton aides during the email investigation, was haranguing the FBI to return laptops, the agency said, or the agency had. At one point in a discussion about meetings, Page responds, I'm ignoring all this and going to bed. Another exchange occurred with a member of factcheck.org when they asked the FBI about discrepancies between Clinton's statements and Comey's statements. At the time, Stroke wrote, we're looking into it and we'll get back to you this afternoon. The answer may require some tweaking. The question is whether this is the forum to do it, he said. So did I read this right in that the chart still hasn't been turned over for our viewing pleasure? You want to know why? Because if you saw the list of things, yep, that's a criminal violation, that's a criminal violation, that's another criminal violation, that's another criminal violation, that's another criminal violation, that's another criminal violation. That's what you'd see in the chart. We don't need to show that. Let's just hang on to the chart. But the judge said we need to release these documents. Yeah, but that one we're just going to hang on to. It's kind of like it's both of ours. It's Judicial Watch's and it's ours. But we'll just keep it over at my place. Follow me? Take care.